Yeah, really weird. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to keep all that in this video or not. So let's just keep going with the cards here. So for how you see yourself, I have the King of Swords. Your environment or how others see you, I have the King of Pentacles. For what you really want, I have the Knight of Swords. For the outcome card, I have Strength. For the additional outcome cards, I have Four of Cups and Five of Wands. And because of what I'm feeling with these outcome cards, I'm going to have to keep that in the recording in the beginning. Okay, so let's get started with you, Leo. So I have the King of Cups, and it feels like you're very happy with the way everything's going in your life right now as far as relationships are concerned. As far as people being nice to you, buying gifts for you, taking you out, and you spending money on people, especially your girlfriends or your close friends. Um, People are spending money on each other. People are being very happy with each other, and I'm feeling like during Thanksgiving time in the U.S., there's going to be a lot of celebrations, and you're going to do your best to visit with all of your friends at their houses, either before, during, or after Thanksgiving, because some of them you're not going to be able to see them because of work. Okay, so for the energy crossing you, I have the Nine of Wands. Some of you are exhausted at your job, and I feel like it's a job that has to do with data entry or typing or something kind of monotonous. Okay, you're very you're getting to the point where you might be snappy when you get home with your kids because of how monotonous this job is. For others of you, I'm feeling like you have several suitors. You're having sex with several of them right now, currently. And it's getting to the point where, with the Seven of Cups in the basis of the situation, you're feeling kind of confused like, okay, I don't want to keep uh, having this much sex or spending this much time going out with these guys or these girls. I feel like I need to slow down. I'm getting this feeling like I need to cut down on these people. I need to cut down to a more manageable number. And then with the Four of Swords, I'm feeling like some of you are going to just take a break from everyone, and you're going to tell each person, I'm going to be really busy at work and with my kids or with my parents, so I won't be able to see you as often for the next 2 months. So hopefully, I hope you understand that. But that's what I have to go through right now. And you're lying basically, because in reality, you want your to take a break. Physically, you want to take a break from sex for a while because you're having so much of it right now and with several people. Okay. Now, for your crowning thoughts, I have the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling in November like you're not going to have enough money for all the festivities that are coming up, or birthdays, or some kind of wedding, or some kind of parties coming up. You feel like you're not going to have enough money for everything that you need to have it for. Because for some of you, I'm feeling like you're being invited to parties, but they're asking you to bring something, and so you're going to be invited to several parties. You're going to go to quite a bit of them, but not all of them. Quite a bit of them, and you're going to have to bring some kind of dish, some kind of food that either you made or you picked up somewhere. And so it's going to cost you a lot of extra money in November. So with your crowning thoughts right now, at the beginning of November, is the Five of Pentacles, where you're like, okay, how am I going to fund all this? For some of you, I feel like you're going to sell your bike. And for others of you, I feel like you're going to put other things up for sale on eBay or Craigslist so you can get more cash so that you can buy these things that you're going to need for these events. So for what's coming in the immediate future, I have the Eight of Cups. For some of you, it feels like your pet. Unfortunately, your pet is going to have need some kind of veterinary attention this month. And this might add to this anxiety about being able to afford the events that you're going to go to. For others of you, it feels like you're a female. It feels like you're in your early 20s. It feels like you're a college student. And it feels like you've recently had to break up with someone who you found out was seeing also your friend. You found out that they were having sex. And so in November, you're very confused and disturbed and angry at this person and at your friend. I can't see that you're gonna be friends again with this girl after what happened between her and your ex. For how you see yourself, I have the King of Swords, and it feels like you see yourself as being kind of unforgiving, but I'm being directed back to the Eight of Cups, and I'm being directed to the Nine of Wands. You work very hard. You're a very good person. And when you are in a relationship with someone, you give it your all. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. You give it your all. You don't deserve to be cheated on. So, it feels like during Thanksgiving week, being able to see your friends and relatives is going to cheer you up. For the majority of the month, you're going to be thinking about this guy and your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend. And it feels like you need to go out with your friends to get your mind off of this, but I don't think that you're going to take people up on going out. Okay? And what I mean by going out is like going out for breakfast or lunch or whatever, or to the movies, because of this guy and your friend, your student, and your girlfriend. Okay, so for environment or how others see you, I have the King of Pentacles. This feels like for some of you, there's a job that you've applied to, and the pay is considerably higher than the job that you have now. But these people that have already interviewed you, okay? It's November 1st, by the way, today. These people have already interviewed you for this job. I'm seeing the number 2 and 3, and it feels like maybe you're going to have 2 or 3 more interviews, or you're going to be asked to interview again, but this time with 2 or 3 more people that you didn't meet during the first interview. And I feel very, very strongly that you're the one that's going to get chosen for this job. And you're a little nervous because the pay is so high compared to the current pay. But I'm hearing, don't be nervous. Do your best. And I'm hearing that you're awesome at whatever this job is, at whatever this is that you know how to do. You're awesome at it. So you need to go in there super confident, okay? So that they can see nothing but this super confidence in you. And hands down, you can get that job, okay? For what you really want, I have the Knight of Swords. And this feels like, for some of you, you've been waiting for some male to finally tell you how he feels about you. And so, for some of you in November, what you really want, what you're thinking about is, okay, when is this guy going to finally tell me how he feels about me and ask me out? I'm tired of waiting for this dude. So it feels like it's a guy, and it feels like I'm talking to a female. This person's shy, okay? And this person could be working at a music store that you frequent, and maybe that's how you found this person, or, ran into this person. So what you really want is for him to finally, in November, come forward and say, hey, how about we go out, to the movies or something, just something minor. So for your outcome card, I have the Strength card. And for the surrounding outcome cards, I have the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. With the Five of Wands, I'm feeling a lot of passionate exchange. So for some of you in November, you're going to be having a lot of sex with your partner. And even in some weird places that y'all don't normally do it in, like I'm seeing out in the backyard at night during a full moon. No, you're not going to get caught. I don't feel like you're going to get caught. But it feels like some of you are going to be having fun like that with your partner in November. And then for others of you, with the Four of Cups card, it feels like you need to keep your eyes open for every opportunity that comes to you when it comes to you making more money. Because what I'm feeling with this card strongly is that a relative or some relatives, they're going to find out either through you or through your parents that there's something that you want to invest in, but you don't have the whole amount of funds that you need. And they're going to contact you in November and they're going to say, hey, your mom said blah, blah, blah. I have $200 or I have $500 or how much do you need? Okay. How much do you need? I'll loan it to you or I'll give it to you. And you can pay me back whenever you have the money. That's what I'm hearing. So for some of you, you're going to get some money in November that you didn't even know you could get. And so you need to keep your eyes and ears open for these opportunities that are going to be handed to you in November. I just heard don't say no. Don't say no to these offers, okay? If it feels good to your body, if it feels like you should take advantage of it and do it, then by all means, probably you should do it. Okay, so let me pull 3 cards for love and 3 cards for extra messages from these 2 decks here. So from the Housewives Tarot, I have the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. This feels like, for some of you, you just recently got married. For others of you, you just recently bought a house. Either way, what I'm seeing with this Four of Wands is that you're very, very happy in November because you have this awesome house that you just moved into, or you just got married and your husband or your wife has a beautiful house and you're just moving your things in November. And so by Thanksgiving time, if you're in the States, you're going to invite friends and family over and they're going to marvel at your kitchen and the rest of your house, but they're going to be focused in the kitchen and dining room. And so you're going to get tons of compliments on the furnishings, the house, and the food. If you don't have time to make everything, I'm hearing that you need to go ahead and go pick up food already made. Go pick it up from some place or several places. Don't kill yourself trying to cook everything, okay? With the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, this feels like you're very happy with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, or your spouse. Very happy in November. You're going to have enough money you're going to have some new money come in that's going to make you happy. Or both of you together are going to have some new money coming in together that you're going to be able to save some of it to take a trip in the future or to spend on your house or on your furniture or whatever, something having to do with this new house or this being newlyweds. You're going to have some extra money that you got maybe as gifts, wedding gifts. But in November, you're going to be figuring out, okay, what are we going to buy with this money? What are we going to invest in? And so this feels very, very positive and happy when it comes to home life, Thanksgiving, and money. Okay? So now with the Hanson Roberts deck, this is for love messages for you, Leo. I have the Seven of Swords, which I totally hate that card. The Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, it feels like somebody is going to tell you in November that they've had their eye on you. For some of you, it's for a job. But for the majority of you, it's because they're interested in you, in a romantic relationship with you. And they're finally going to come forward in November and tell you. Okay? And then with the Knight of Swords, some of you, for some of you, your boyfriend in November is going to be extra frisky, and he's going to be trying really hard to please you in November, buying you gifts, taking you out, just so that you can say yes more often than normal to sex in November. Okay? And definitely feels like a male coming on to you here. You have a male partner. With the Seven of Swords, I'm getting a weird feeling, but this feels like it's your aunt or your grandmother who is trying to sneak away something from your mom. Maybe your mom passed away recently. Your aunt or grandmother is trying to take a piece of jewelry or some other valuable from her house or her property without you knowing. So what I'm feeling is that you need to look through you need to inventory your mom's stuff now, ASAP. You need to go through her house, especially where she keeps valuables and or jewelry. And you need to grab those things and put them somewhere safe away from that house. Hopefully this person hasn't already done this, hasn't already taken whatever this is. But if you do find something missing, then it's probably a female, an older female who took the item. And it feels like you're going to go to a tarot reader or to somebody that uses dowsing rods to try to figure out who exactly this person is that took this thing or these items from your deceased mom's property or house, so that you can confront that person in November about this. And hopefully, if this is you and you do this, hopefully this female is upfront and gives you that item back. Okay, Leo, I hope this reading helped you.